What is up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. I know it's been a minute since I've talked about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or anything like that. But I wanted to go ahead and just get the reunion show reviewed. I know I didn't review like the last 2 episodes, but just to bring anyone up to speed. Essentially, all is well that ends well at the Dude Ranch with this group of people. I guess Carly and Jock are back together. Sean Garrett is no more. Brosco, BK, whatever his name is, he's still trying to shoot his shot. When they get back to Atlanta, Erica Mena is supposed to be in the studio with Sean Garrett working. Stevie J comes by and asks the question that we already know the answer to: can Erica Mena sing? So Erica is upset with Stevie. Stevie also confronted BK about calling Estelita a bitch, which I'm just like, really, Estelita? When Stevie heard about this, I'm going to tell him that he called me bitch. Okay, girl, whatever. Honestly, we don't really care. I didn't watch the last episode, so I don't know. I know that Rich Dollars was brought onto the scene because Erica Mena showed her ass so much to Stevie that she inboxed him at one point and said, since you want to gossip about somebody, I'm going to make you my bitch. And he showed it to his daughter Savannah, and Vanna don't like nobody talking about his daddy. And like Mimi said also, it doesn't end well for women who talk bad about Stevie J's children. Stevie is a lot of things, but when it comes to his kids, that's something you just don't play with. So Erica Mena found out the hard way. She was calling Savannah titty baby, and she needs to go to bed and all these rude things. But the thing with Erica Mena, though, again, is the fact that all Just Brittany said to you at the top of the season was, you need to go see about your son or take care of your kid, and you just went ballistic. So it seems like a double standard. She did destroy one of Spice's Louboutins, thinking it was Just Brittany, because Just Brittany showed up on the scene mainly just to cause chaos. She achieved what she wanted to achieve by getting the Estelita enchilada and the whole crew. And Spice, I get that those are your girls, but it's really not a good look for a woman of your age and seeming maturity at the time to wrap yourself up in those types of things. But I saw a whole different side of Spice from Houston on that I just really didn't care for. I thought she was a little bit more mature. But she's not. So a whole melee broke out at this club, which was the showcase for Estelita singing or lip syncing, at least, over somebody's vocals, because I truly don't believe that that was Estelita singing. It didn't sound like her. It sounded like a male with some pretty good alto soprano-esque vocals. Now, here we are. I don't know what happened last episode. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. As I said in one of my previous videos, if you watch my review of Power, just a lot has been going on with my mental temple, trying to get over the death of a friend. The anniversary was just at the top of the month. But I'm trying to get back on track. So I probably won't even go back and review those. Sometimes I'll do that, but I'm not going to probably review the last 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop. I just kind of gave you a capsule summary of what I recall. And again, I didn't watch the last episode. But here we are at the reunion. At the top of the reunion, we begin with Rasheeda, Rasheeda and Kurt, whom everyone regales as the couple. They are black love at its best. And I'm like, how? How? If that's the best we can show of black love, then I don't want it. I don't need it. It is a dysfunctional mix. The big topic of discussion, of course, is the fact that Jasmine has a baby with Kurt. And I noticed that in this particular episode, Jasmine came off very aggressive, like she was fighting for her life in the corner. And I'm like, sis, there's really no need to be aggressive. One of the things that you had to expect, as I've expressed time and time again with regards to Jasmine's situation, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But when you have the knowledge to know that a man is still married and has a family, and like Rasheeda pointed out, you didn't think anything about me, my children, or what you were doing to my family. You know, you knew he was married and you could have kept your legs closed. And now it seems like you want sympathy. Okay, and then you want to get aggressive and get, knuck if you buck on Spice and on who else intervened and said something. She kind of tried to get feisty with him. Quite frankly, I think you should remain humble. I think it's great that Rasheeda has decided that she is going to, Rasheeda already said from jump, she was not going to interfere with Kurt's relationship with his son. He's a cute little boy. I want him to interact with his siblings. He's going to be treated just like everybody else. So I think that's great. It takes a woman of maturity to be able to do that. And bless Nina Parker's heart. Girl, you are doing an awesome, amazing job. I don't know if you're going to watch this video, but girl, I don't know how. Mona must be paying you some really good money to host these every season. Because, girl, I'll be like, I don't know if I want to be in here when the violence break out. But it was also good to see that Tommy Lee was there, because I didn't think she would be there. I couldn't remember if something happened. And maybe something is going to happen, because so far we've seen a couple of walkouts just in the first episode. And did y'all see Young Jock's head? I love him. He's so different. Even with that French braid in the middle of his head, as disturbing as it was, I still love Jock. He's my favorite cast member. So Rasheeda said something about, you could have came to me in the beginning when all of this was going on, but instead you waited. She was like, well, your husband didn't come to you either about it. I was like, whoa, Minnie Mouse. Slow down, Mousy. Don't get slapped. Don't get knocked out and be sitting up there like Squeak. Okay, that's who you are, Squeak. That's who you're going to be. So either way, she decided to get a little nook if you buck with Rasheeda about that. She told Spice, Nina asked Spice, why did you feel like you had to intervene? Jasmine was like, well, I bet if Spice and Rasheeda are such good friends, Rasheeda don't even know her last name. I'm just like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Really, Squeak? Really? Yeah, Jasmine, you had to have known that no one was going to look at you as a victim, but you were going to be vilified simply because you had knowledge. It's different when you're dating someone and you don't know that they're married and you have no reason to believe that they're married, because men do that shit all the time. They'll have two whole separate families that they don't know anything about. And, they don't know anything about each other. And so, but this time you knew. You knowingly laid down with a married man, and as a result, you are an outcast, a social pariah. So just, take your lumps and keep it pooching, Squeak, okay? Also, Tiara was brought on stage. Why was she even there this season, really? I mean, I guess they really did think that Scrap was coming back, and so they would be a new storyline. But the joke's on Mona. Scrap ain't coming home. Not until next July, so we've got another year to wait for him. Erica Mena says she learned something from watching how Rasheeda handled Jasmine, but in my mind, I'm like, did you really? Because later on in the reunion, I don't think you took very good notes, sister girlfriend. We move on to Stevie J, Sean Garrett, and Erica Mena. Sean Garrett, it's all over now. Take it like a man. We need for you to get rid of that hairline. What that hairline do? We know that Sean Garrett, since Erica wants to say that gossiping men are basically bitches, I don't want to say that. I just want to say there's some female-like tendencies to be gossiping among one another. And essentially, that is what Sean Garrett did when he went back and told Erica Mena about his conversation with Stevie J. And it caused conflict and static. What Stevie J had on, he looked like he was ready to go down there and stand center stage with the Rockettes at Christmas time. I said, where is he going in this solid gold Dancer Soul Train sweater? And we can see your white tank underneath. I was going to say wife beater. We don't use those terms anymore. But all I got to say is that Erica Mena got some big cojones to be sitting up there calling a man a bitch. She got to be out her fucking mind to be calling a man a bitch, okay? So they got into it about the kids. She was talking about Savannah. Stevie was like, Savannah would drag your ass anyway. And I'm just like, why would you want to put your kid up? The whole time all this shit's going on, by the way, throughout the entire reunion, once again, we had Mimi just in her pride dress. She was rainbow bright in her pride dress. And just kick back chilling. I was like, okay. Also, real quick, when y'all look at the reunion, comment down below and let me know what you thought about people's makeup, because yeah, somebody went crazy with the highlights and the bronzers, like Tommy Lee's face. I think Erica, Mena, Estelita, I think the only people that kind of looked okay was maybe Mimi, and I'm trying to think who else was on stage with her. Yeah, Tommy Lee. It was just too much. I don't know, maybe the whole glam squad, but it just didn't look right to me. But what do I know? Like I tell people all the time, I got basic makeup skills. Like I can get some foundation on, I can get some shadow on, and some lipstick. I don't even do blush because I'm black. I don't blush. But I know it does make you look cute and bright and stuff, but I don't do it. So either way, I don't know, the whole Erica Sean Garrett dynamic, that was just awful. Stevie wanted to fight in his Gucci slippers with the fur on. I was like, he got on fur and it's hot as hell in the summertime. And I guess they film it in New York. I don't know. Then Sean Garrett was telling Stevie J, everybody know you a cream puff. I was like, oh my God. And Stevie was like, yeah, but what about that hairline? We're like, yeah, Sean, we might want to talk about that. You might want to just let it go. Let it go. Lay back and let the vibe just flow. Yeah, you might want to let that go, brother. I'm just saying. But it is true, Stevie. It's kind of like you always talk about you the hit man, but we don't know of any hits that you've done unless you writing under a different alias and don't want anyone to know. But Sean Garrett was like, I got 52 hits. I was like, what? But Erica's been working with Jazzy Faye, and she's now also working with Sean Garrett. It led her to being able to work with Sean Garrett after working with Jazzy Faye. So, yeah, okay. So Stevie ended up walking off stage because him and Sean just kept going at it. Nina had already set the ground rules and said that if y'all gonna talk over each other, if you can't take turns, you're gonna have to exit stage left, okay? But my advice to anyone, Stevie J and anyone else included, just because someone is talking shit don't mean that you should come to blows with them. Sometimes it's just best to walk away. So they bring on Just Brittany, Estelita and them, Enchilada and whomever, you know, because in Spice, she called Spice salty. She said salty and enchilada, and I forgot what she called the other one. But it's just like, where's the hate? Stevie J said the whole point of bringing Estelita and Erica Mena into Just Brittany's recording session or rehearsal was to just show them, you know, how it's done, and to also light a fire under Estelita's behind. Backfired. And then they wanted to start having discussions about the fact that Stevie J had shared that, you know, Just Brittany vagina had an awful smell, and Stevie denies ever having slept with her. It gets a little riled up. Just Brittany is ready to come to blows with all the girls because she was like, it takes 5 of them on one. And I'm like, that's ridiculous in and of itself. Just Brittany must really have y'all shook. I like the fact that Just Brittany said, I'm a real artist. I have songs out. Erica, you've been talking about this song. You working on music. Where's your single? And Erica seems a little like, the nerve of her to ask me with your puss front that stinks. And I'm just like, you know, first of all, Estelita, for you to even believe that story, let's be real. Stevie does sleep with a lot of his artists. So, you know, and some people are saying Just Brittany can't sing. I don't know. I really haven't heard her live because she was singing over some terrible tracks at Rasheeda's event. Then when she was in rehearsal, I don't know. I just need to hear her like, you know, can we get you on the boulevard on the corner, you know, singing a cappella or something? Maybe we can hear it, but I just don't see it. But it is true though. She has music out there. And Erica talking about, you was standing in line to take a picture with me. I'm like, girl, I don't think that was Just Brittany, but whatever it takes for you to sleep at night. With Estelita, girl, what a fool believes. Yeah. You fool, girl. Let's see what else happened in this episode. The reunion, you know, it was like, yeah, and then it'd be, yeah. So So, you know, I don't know. Sean Garrett said that Carly Red is acquired taste. And he says, I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm like, no. Come to find out, these two have never even bumped donuts. I mean, bumped uglies. Okay, like, that just shows the maturity of Sean Garrett. He was like, I wasn't going to sleep with you. He was like, she kept offering it to me, but I denied it. I was like, yeah, all those boyfriends, all those ghosts of boyfriend past up in there. I mean, it probably was like yelling in a canyon. I mean, he knew better, which is probably explains why at the ranch, Carly ended up jumping back on Jock, because, I mean, maybe she hadn't had her special spot hit in a while. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just shocked that he did not sleep with her. But okay. Okay. Yeah, Jock and Carly back freaking each other on the side of buildings at the ranch. I was just like, meet me in the mall. It's going down. Meet me on the side of the house. It's going down. Hey, and Sierra told my girl, yeah, you came back with your pants all open and zipping and stuffing shirts and stuff. I was like, Sierra done told all y'all's business. Estelita wants you to know she is not going to be stigmatized by any man, okay? Okay? Not by Stevie. I'm going to continue to do work, okay? I'm going to continue to work. And I was like, okay, girl, but you are stigmatized, whether you know it or not. So whatever. But Estelita did share some good news, and that is that 30-year contract that she signed. Oh, Stevie and these contracts. Come to find out, Danger Zone is not even a legitimate business. Now, let me be real about something in business and business entities. So he's operating it under an LLC when it really should be a sole proprietorship. Apparently, he hasn't filed the articles of incorporation. And Stevie said he still wants his money. But I'm like, you're not even a proper business outfit. And you run around telling people this is a worldwide conglomerate. You're saying you're a businessman. But at the same time, you don't have your business properly registered. You've been in the industry too long not to know that. So, Nina Parker asked Sean Garrett if 30%. You could ask anyone who's been in the industry or who knows something about the industry. Me, for instance, I studied entertainment law, particularly focused on labor and employment law in the entertainment industry, as well as the music side, music law as well. What Stevie J is doing is unconscionable. I think the reason why he's able to get away with it is because, unlike the states of California and New York, Georgia's laws makes it feasible for people to do business out of it that want to get a better amount of money from clients, that if you're a manager or an agent. But the industry standard most of the time is 10 to 15% for managers and 3 to 5% for agents, okay? And agents probably get a little bit less, simply because agents are the ones who can actually negotiate and speak on behalf of the client. Managers kind of lead and guide the client's direction, but at the same time, they kind of do have a lot of say-so over the thing. So the lines kind of blur between agents and managers, but from an industry standard, 30% is not normal. And then he talking about, I'm an entertainment business. I was like, you said you were her manager, and that's how you've been holding yourself out, and that's how you've identified yourself. So just a word of caution to young ladies out there looking for these get-rich-quick schemes, and you end up with people like Sleazy Stevie. Be sure to consult with someone who has a background in law, meaning an attorney, or even someone that works in that industry can tell you some things too based upon their expertise. So danger zone, steer clear, y'all. And then I guess Estelita and Stevie, there was some talk about their bedroom shenanigans, and I really didn't care. I kind of checked out after that. Then Erica kept saying that, well, obviously it says a lot that Mimi became a lesbian after she got rid of you. And I'm just like, no, Mimi became a porn star, and then she became a lesbian. I think Nico broke her, and I think Nico's ex-wife is now a lesbian also. So I think it's Nico. I don't think it's Stevie. Erica Mena also was saying something about when Sean Garrett and Stevie J were getting into it. She was like, this is the first man he's ever gotten into it with. And I'm just like, no, actually that was Nico also. We saw him fight him as well. And I don't know if there's been anyone else. I just remember the stage fight that kind of was like Mortal Kombat, but not really. It was just really awful. Stevie J got pissed and left the stage. I think that was probably for the best, because if you feel like you cannot control your physical, your mental and your physical, you know, you want to come to blows with people, yeah, just exit stage right. He did the right thing. Then we close out the episode with Tommy Lee and Spice. As you know, Tommy Lee and Spice was really trying to give Tommy Lee the benefit of the doubt. And we all kind of saw it coming. She kind of knew too, Tommy's drinking is going to be a problem. Now, Tommy says she is on a self-imposed alcohol monitoring system. She pays for this anklet that she wears to monitor her drinking intake. Here's the deal. And she was like, it's kind of like she was telling the show that y'all's intervention and how y'all handle it was just all wrong for me. Like, you tried it. And I'm just like, no, you really need help. And honestly, y'all, Tommy got arrested again for something. She hit a valet and got into a scuffle with a police officer recently, I think. Tommy, until she is willing to go and get treatment, as in therapy and counseling, to address those childhood traumas and adversities and whatever other trauma she's faced, even as an adult woman. But a lot of that stems from childhood. That drinking is masking pain and whatever else she's doing. And until she can get to a level where she can admit, I have a drinking problem and it is because I have some issues and some demons I need to deal with and address, Tommy will continue to be volatile and in and out of jail. And I think ultimately she's going to end up going to prison, because this behavior can't continue. How many felonies and misdemeanors can you rack up? Seriously. And the reason why people continue to work with her is because I see it. I see it, and I know other people see it. I think deep down inside, Tommy really is a good person, and y'all can fight me on it if you want to, but I really do. I see something in her. I think she's a really good person. I think she wants to be good, but she has not been given the tools to deal with whatever it is she's going through. So that's just me putting on my counseling hat. Spice was telling her, you know, you had me waiting 3 hours. That's not professional. And Tommy was like, every video I see you in, it be tied. Ain't nothing cute about your videos. And I was like, why are you going there, Tommy? Why are you doing it to that woman? I mean, I gotta admit though, Spice did look pretty good tonight, because that blue hair, I was like, I know you feeling Smurfy, but girl, come on. You know, everybody wants to differentiate themselves. I get that, but I don't think blue is the color, but neither is that orange hair on Just Brittany. But I kind of like Just Brittany, although I still am giving her the side eye for saying that she's Team Jasmine. I don't understand what that was about. I guess she wants to be around next season. I just hope this self-imposed alcohol that gives you receipts, you can see exactly how much you're drinking, Tommy, and maybe then you will see the light and realize that maybe I need to go get some help. I'm rooting for you, Tommy Lee. Next week, it looks like it's going to turn into an all-out melee. Okay, it's like Mutiny on the Bounty. Gossip Girl, Nina Parker. I just don't know how you do it, girl, but God bless you there with them fools. Anyway, sorry it wasn't as exciting to me. I couldn't come up with anything, but that makeup, for some of them, they need help. Too much bronzer. I mean, everybody just looks so, I don't know, maybe it was the lighting. Maybe it was the light, but Mimi's face was flawless. But it just seemed something was off. Maybe I don't know. You know, since Tommy got into it with some of the beauty people and stuff, maybe they had to find some substitutes, you know, from the Marinella Beauty School or something. I don't know. They closed, huh? Either way, that's all I've got. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this first installment of the Season 7 reunion. If this is your first time here on Miss Sophia the Divas channel, please be sure to subscribe. I want to thank you guys for getting me to 300. Sparta. Okay, so I am not Gideon and I am not King Xerxes, so we need to get me to 1,000 plus. Okay, so all of my people that see this, be sure to subscribe share, comment, and watch. Or even if you don't watch, at least just put it on while you're in the shower or cooking breakfast and just listen to a diva, okay? Anyway, that's all I've got. Yeah, girl, don't let no man ever digmatize you, okay? Okay? That's a word from Estalita, okay?